Hey YouTube, Ed here, top of the line training. Just out on a little scout today, getting ready to start bow hunting. Thought I'd take a quick break though and share with you my new knife by Doug Wilson of Yellowhawk Custom Kydex. The knife is the LMF 1, and of course the sheath is the Yellowhawk Custom Kydex. It's in Typhon pattern, and I'll give you a closer view of this here in a minute. But I just wanted to share with you the carry. It's at a 45-degree scout carry. You can go horizontal with it as well, and you can turn it so it goes vertical. But I like the cross draw scout carry or horizontal, either way. But it's actually set up for the 45-degree angle, and I'll show you that again. I'll show you that when I give you a close-up of the sheath. But this LMF 1 knife, guys, is something else. It's razor sharp, came that way. You can see it right there if you can see that edge. The LMF 1. It is actually mirrored after the Ray Mears Woodlore. I believe it's the Ray Mears Woodlore knife. Now listen to this real quick. You hear that click of the Kydex? That's why from now on all my sheaths will be Kydex. But as I was saying, the knife is mirrored or redesigned by Doug after the Ray Mears Woodlore knife. As he says, that knife costs about $700. You're not going to pay $700 for this knife. This knife was made or custom made out of England, somewhere in London. And that's really all I know about that. Let me get set up here and we'll go detail on the LMF 1 knife by Doug Wilson, or redesigned by Doug Wilson, and the Yellowhawk Custom Kydex sheath, also by Doug Wilson. Alright guys, Ed back with you, top of the line training. Going over today the LMF 1 by Doug Wilson. Here it is. Really nice knife. LMF 1, or LMF, stands for Light Multifunction Bushcraft Knife. This is a bushcraft knife. Can I use it for self-defense? No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I mean, I can go edge down, edge up, whatever I want to do with it. But the main purpose of this blade is a bushcraft knife. Like I said before, it's based off the Ray Mears Woodlore, and what Doug did is he redesigned that knife, or to make this knife. And I gotta say, so far, top of the line. I've went out with it. This is my second time out. I've had it for about 2 weeks now. This is actually the second time I got out with it. I wanted to get out and use it a little bit, see how it did on my own without any cameras or anything like that. And then, of course, out today on the scout, so I thought I'd go ahead and bring my camera equipment together, or bring it with me, and we would go ahead and review this. So again, the knife overall length is 8 3/4 inches long, and then the blade is 4.5 inches long. Now, a lot of people might frown on that, you know, looking for the 5 1/4, 5 1/2, or 6-inch blade. But you know, this right here, you can really get into some fine task with this knife. It's very, you know, it feels really good in the hand. Micarta is red and tan, as you were brown and tan, I believe. Black and tan. It's black and tan. And the blade also, going back to the blade also is cryo treated, which makes it hold an edge longer, which is real important in the field. You think about it, you get out there, you make about 4 or 5 feather sticks, you know, make some notches, cutting a few other things, some rope or cordage or whatever, start slowing down. Well, this is cryo treated, which also not only helps hold the edge for longer, it also gives it more strength and durability. So that's a bonus in my book. You're getting, you know, 2 for 1 really. You're getting the knife is made out of 01 high carbon steel, so it will throw sparks, and I'll show you that in a few. But it's got a nice palm swell in the middle here that really fit me. I cannot tell you how good this knife feels in my hand. It's got a thumb jimping up here, so you know when you're pushing and stuff, you can, it doesn't slip. You know, you can get that grip good. Like I said, it feels really good in the hand. Makes feather sticks really nice, and I'm not really good at feather sticking. I can make them, but I don't make them like I don't turn it into a some kind of artist competition, if you will, where a lot of people have got all these big feather sticks going looking like flowers or something. So I give them a lot of credit, but I'm just not good at that. But this knife here really lends to that. Really nice. I was squirrel hunting yesterday, so I was hoping I would get a squirrel and I'd be able to go ahead and skin it and butcher it up with this knife, but I didn't get anything. Seen a few, but really I was at another property. I was just out scouting and thought if I had a chance to get one, I would, and skin it with this and butcher it. But like I said, high carbon 01 tool steel, micarta handles. I can't tell you, man, these look nice. It's black and tan micarta. Looks really good. It's got the grommet here in the back of the fisheye for, you know, you can put a lanyard on it if you wanted. I don't really like lanyards on my knives, but some people do, and I do see the benefit of having that. But like I said, 4.5 inch blade, and I'm going to show you here in a second. I mean, I'm not going to beat this knife down. It's too nice to do that, but I have no doubt that it's very durable. Razor's edge, and we'll demonstrate some of that here in a minute. Going into the Kydex, or as you were, the sheath, which is a Kydex sheath. I believe it's 0.080 Kydex, which is the thickness of the Kydex. It's a Typhon color, they call it. Black Typhon, I believe. It's black and gray, it looks like to me. I wish it had a little bit more of the pattern on the sheath, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It's got some on the back side here. This is your standard setup. It comes with a ferro rod. I believe that's probably 3/8 inch. I'm not sure, but it looks like it. So you have a ferro rod. You've got, and now here's a big thing with the ferro rod too, guys. It comes with this striker, which is, I'm working on getting these put on all of my ferro rods. I have about 9 ferro rods. I use only usually 2, but the point is if I have a ferro rod, this is going to be first priority using it, period. I'm not using the back of my knife unless I have to, okay? I'm tired of messing around with all that. Just these things work great. That being said, it's got this survival cord, it comes standard on the sheath. I'm not 100% sure if this has fishing line in it or fire cord or not, but they call it survival cord, so I'm assuming it does. You have to go to Doug's website, Yellowhawk Custom Kydex, and you'll be able to see, get more detail on that. But Anyway, like I said, you have the sheath. Comes with a ferro rod. Also comes with a little button compass, which is liquid filled. It actually, let me see here. Hold on. Yeah, it's got a turning bezel. You know, basic cardinal direction, north, south, east, west, etc. Very good little compass to have. And you can take it off of the ferro rod here, or off the ferro rod holder here. It's attached to the ferro rod, so you can hold the ferro rod in your hand, shoot your azimuth. Now I'm going to tell you, like right up front, I mean, I can't see a damn thing up close. Gotta have my readers on, but this is nice where you can, the letters are big enough for me to see, and I'm getting them azimuth right now, or getting the general direction. And you know, hey, if you're lost and you know you have to go north, it's a good thing to just pull this out and you find north, you're moving. So going back to the Kydex sheath, again, all of my knives will, from now on, will be Kydex sheath, and if I have it my way, it'll be from Yellowhawk Customs. Listen, it's not, listen, there's no deer. You're not going to scare any deer away. No elk, no moose, nobody you're sneaking up on to kill, whatever. That is locked in there. That's why Yellowhawk Custom Kydex sheaths are, I mean, top of the line, period. They're all handmade, and I highly recommend go to their website, and I'll put a link below. Get a hold of Doug, send him your knife, and he'll make you a sheath. You won't regret it. That's all I'm saying. Top of the line. Continue on with the sheath. Like I said, black Typhon here. It's got this slide lock. You can also get a tech lock. This slide lock, I wasn't sure what these were. I never seen them before, but they got two clips there. It slides open like so, and you can take this off your belt without taking your belt off. So if you know you're out in the woods about, you know, and you got it on there, you can undo it like this, slide it right off, and then you can slide it right back on. So I really like this system. Like I said, it's canted at a 45-degree angle, and so you have the 45-degree scout carry for cross draw. And of course, in a defensive mode, you cross draw and you cut on the draw, much like a samurai sword would do. But that's another story. So anyway, there's the system, the LMF1 system, light multifunctional bushcraft. It does many tasks. Already go ahead and I'm just gonna, I already know, like just holding this thing, it feels really good. So I already know I'll be able to butcher any game with this. You know, one tool option, I don't know, maybe the blade could be a little longer, so you could look into the BMF2, and I can't remember what that stands for, but he has a BMF2 as well. But this little baby right here, you'll be seeing this on my side quite a bit. Hunting season's coming up. I anticipate this being in a deer, gutting it and butchering it, or most of it anyway. So so look for that. Again, one more time, 8 3/4 inch overall length, 8 3/4 inches, 4.5 inch blade, high carbon 01 tool steel. Micarta handles, black and tan micarta handles. It's got an eyelet for lanyard. It's a Scandi grind. It's got another grind on. I can't remember what it is, but it's really sharp, and Again, the blade has been cryo treated, which holds your edge longer and strength and durability of the knife overall. Full tang, of course, bushcraft knife, LMF 1, light, multifunctional bushcraft knife. Yellowhawk Custom Kydex, ferro rod, slide lock, survival cord, and you can get all kind of different things on this. Of course, this is a smaller knife, so there's not a lot you could put on here, but it also comes again with the ferro rod and compass, so that's a real nice feature. So stay tuned with me. We're going to do some cutting, do some feather sticking, a little batoning, not much, because this knife is not really, I mean, it's a 4.5 inch blade, so you know that really cuts your batoning down to about 2 inches, maybe 2.5. Let me see here. Here's a stick. So this is about 1.5, 2 inches thickness, which is fine. You know, you could cut that up. You know, you could baton that, no problem. But if this is all the knife you had, this is the only thing you had. Again, one tool option, I don't know. I think this coupled with a saw or a axe would be, you'd have no problem in the woods with this. Fine task, no problem. So stay with me, let me get the camera set up and we'll show you some cutting with it. Ed, top of the line training, be right back. Alright guys, Ed back with you, top of the line training, doing the LMF 1 system. That's a key thing here, guys. Is it's a system. You have the knife, which can handle most, if not all, of your bushcraft tasks: skinning, feather sticking, cutting things. But you have the sheath, which again is held on with the tech lock, as you were, slide lock. You've got survival cord. You've got a ferro rod and compass. You're not losing this knife, and it's not going to scare anything away. It is rock solid, handmade, custom made for the knife. This knife was designed by Doug Wilson of Yellowhawk Custom Kydex. And here we go on the cutting. So let's see here. I've been messing with this here a little bit. Let me see if I can get this in here. Feels real good in the hands, like I said. Just slicing that through like butter. It's nice, very sharp. I just dropped it a little bit when I got out here because I used it last time. But very sharp. I mean, I have no doubt that would affect fire. Could be a little better, but I'm trying to stay in the camera here. See if I can back that out just a tad bit, so I can move around a little bit. But yeah, so I have to be careful. This is a little thin. I'm gonna break it. Pretty sharp, pretty good. Nice. Bunch of shavings. I could throw the shavings in a fire to get a fire going, or a pile to get a fire going. So, sharpening. Give me a point on this. Say I was making a figure 4 trap. I'm just going to put the bait on this bait stick, if you will. That's one that Doug always does. He'll put the notch in. But you know, figure 4 deadfall trap is a fine, more of a finer task where, you know, you got to get these things notched and cut just right, and it just doesn't, you know, you got attention to detail to make it right. But look at that, it's just whittling right off. Of course, this is a piece of pine, softwood, but I have no doubt that it would cut a piece of oak as well, whatever. All right, let me hold on a second. You know, I won't even hit it. I'm just going to use the pressure here. Now, put the notch in. Hope you can see that all right. Oops. Man, this knife is nice, man. It feels good in the hand. That's all I can say. That's not all I can say about it, but that's a very important Alright, so there's your notch, 7 notch, right, and your bait stick, if you will, right? So, you know, there's that. Let me see if I can do a little bit more feather sticking with this here. Let me back that off just a tad. Oops. Okay, here we go. Again, no problem. So, matter of fact, let me just go ahead and I got a piece of fat wood here. I'll go ahead and split that up. No big deal here. It's not really batoning, but you know, these kind of tasks with this knife, oops, my beating stick's sort of rotten. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. Of course, you know. Sticks, that's all I got in arm's reach, really. But, I mean, no big deal here. I mean, you know, hell's bells, a pocket knife could probably do this. But the point is, just to show that it can definitely, you know, split some wood, I mean, if needed. Man, I love this knife, guys. I love this knife. Alright guys, head back with the top of the line training, going over the LMF1 system by Doug Wilson of Yellowhawk Custom Kydex. Couple things, guys, or let me just wrap this up real quick. You cannot go wrong getting this. Oh, let me do the, hold on. Just to show that throw sparks. Now this still has the coating on it, so get that cleaned up. There we go. Now this comes with the set, the system. There we go. No problem. 01 tool steel. No problem. All right, good. So again, listen to that click. You know you're not losing your knife. You got the ferro rod, shot cord that holds it in with a compass on it, and your survival cord. Check below, and I'm going to list the details of this cordage. Well, of course, at minimum, I mean, you could make a bow drill fire if you needed to, tie something up, whatever. I don't know how long much is here. Of course, you can gut it, and you have 7 strands in there. But I'll get more detail on this below. So again, I paid $200 for this knife, or this system. This is going to be in my kit for a long time. I'm just at a loss of words, really, to how nice this system is for 200 bucks. This knife is nice. You cannot go wrong with this. The only negative on it, in my opinion, and you have to take it into consideration, the blade's only 4.5 inches long. So as a one tool option, it may be a little short for that, but you can make it work. You can make it work. This knife, man, this knife is nice, guys. Whew. Nice. Feels great in the hand. I just, you know, 01 tool steel, cryo treated. Micarta handle. You know, I just keep going over it because it's all top of the line stuff, period. Kydex sheath, custom made to fit it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. As well, give me some comments. Tell me what you think about this blade, the Kydex sheath, and the system itself. The slide lock, the compass, the whole gamut. It is something else, guys. Tell you what. Now that being said, also go over to Doug Wilson's YouTube channel, and I believe it's Doug Wilson. I'll put that below as well. Go over and check out his videos. I mean, this guy goes over knives like you wouldn't believe. He goes, you know, he shows what people are ordering, whether it's like a Rat 7, a Becker BK6 or whatever, a custom made knife, whatever it is. This guy's making Kydex sheaths for every one of these knives, and they got all kind of different options. Some are danglers, some are scout carry, vertical carry. They have options. That's the thing about it. I think some of these things can be rigged up to have like 6 carry options. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty close to that, I know. But he goes over the knives that are with the sheaths and the systems, and once the knife becomes with the sheath, it becomes a system. And like I said, you're not going to lose this, and you know, your life could depend on this system. So, you know, but the LMF 1, lightweight bushcraft knife, highly recommend it, guys. It is really nice. You'll see it in a deer's stomach if I'm lucky enough to get one. You'll see me gutting a deer with it, and possibly butchering. Later on, you'll see me start a fire with this as well. I mean, it's all one. Yeah, I love it. I get, like I said, I get up for a loss of words whenever I start looking at it, because from the Kydex sheath to the knife, it's all top of the line. Really good stuff. So like I said, go over to Doug Wilson's YouTube channel check it out. Check out some of the systems he's making, or sheaths he's making for the knives. And he also has a BMF, I believe it's BMF, Bushcraft Multifunctional something. I'm not exactly sure, too. And it's another really nice knife. But anyway, check out Doug Wilson, YouTube. I believe it's Doug Wilson. I'll put a link below. Also go to his channel or his webpage. You can see all the different colored sheaths you can get made. Options. There's all kind of options. I mean, I can't even go into them. Some of them have like the ferrule rod with a sharpening rod, with a Altoids 10, mini Altoids 10. I don't know. There's so many I can't even keep track of it. Tech lock, slide lock, dangler, removable dangler. So many, I don't know. But anyway, the LMF1, lightweight bushcraft, as you were. Lightweight, multifunctional bushcraft knife. Like I said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. As well, share the video. And more importantly, for those of you that's not subscribed yet, please do so below. Go down below right now, click it. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate everyone's subscription, following my channel, watching what I put out, leaving comments. I really appreciate it. Until the next one, guys, this is that Top of Line Training, the LMF1 knife by Doug Wilson, and the custom made Yellowhawk sheath, Kydex sheath by Doug Wilson as well, of Yellowhawk Customs. God bless, take care. We'll see you then. Ah, shit. Oh, man. This knife was made, or custom made, out of England, somewhere in London. And that's really all I know about that. So let me get set up here, and we'll go in detail of the Kydex sheath by Yellowhawk Custom Kydex, and the LMF1 knife system. Take two on that. Let me get set up here, and we'll go in detail of the Yellowhawk Custom Kydex sheath and the LMF1 knife.